Hello there. Okay. Oh, what happened there? All right, guys. Welcome. This is Barb Ryder, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, coming to you from Michigan. By the way, I think it was like 50 degrees today here in Michigan, so hopefully we'll have some decent weather, but I hear there's more snow coming, so we'll see. Thank you for being here. Those of you that are jumping on, I'm just making sure that everything is working here. Okay, looks like it. Hi, Nancy. All right. Hi, Sue. Welcome. Thanks for being here, guys. Okay, let's see. Let me turn this down so I am not blasting on the phone here as we go. Let me know that you're here, and I will have to tell you, I'm recording this. I'm not plugged into the router like normally because, as you can see, my husband's decided to work down here in the basement because we are getting my craft room finished. So I am not able to connect into the router. So hopefully we won't have any lags, and that will be, hi Margaret, that will be okay. So if you're watching the replay on YouTube, you'll understand that if that happens, you'll know the explanation. But I've got some great projects to share with you, and hopefully you will enjoy what I have. Who else is jumping on? Well, as you jump on, just let me know that you're here, and I hope that you'll be able to stay for the whole time. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and turn down the camera, and we'll get started on the new projects. All right, let me move this guy out of the way. All right, so the first thing we're going to start with is we're going to use a stamp set and dies that is from $1 Million Seller, which is Miss Evie DiPiazza, and a good friend of mine in Muskegon. This is her stamp set, so we're going to make a card with using that. We're going to use some of the in colors. Oh, one of the things I want to tell you about this. Okay, let me tell you about this. Let me bring this up here and show you. See that I wrote much, I don't know if you can tell, it says much smaller. So here you see your images, but look you guys, the images are much smaller, or excuse me, the dies are much smaller than the images. So be aware of that, even though, because they don't give us the percentages anymore. So we don't know for sure the sizes, but like here is the dove, but there's the dove. So look how the difference, it's a lot, the dies are smaller. So just be aware of that. I'm going to be using the flower dies this evening, and those I've already cut them out, but I'm going to share with you a new folder with a technique using this bundle called Hope, Love, and Joy. All right, let me grab, oh, here's my stuff. Okay, so we have, you can't really see it too well on the white here, but we have 8.5 by 5.5 scored at 4 1/4. Let me grab my ruler here. We have Summer Splash. Now remember, we have 5 in colors that are disappearing here in a few months. It's the middle of February already. Can you guys believe that? But starting, they're going to be retiring in April. So if you need them, make sure you get the refills, all the things you need, because they're going away for the May catalog. Excuse me, May. So we have 4 1/8. This is Summer Splash. So 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And then I have Pretty in Pink, which is 5 1/4 by 4. And then I also have a piece of white that is 5 1/4 by 4. Okay? Now, oh, and then I have a couple pieces here we're going to be stamping on. Basic white, so if you want to redo these, that's why I'm giving you the measurements so you can go back and run the replay and make these yourself. 5 and, no, not 5, 2 3/8 by 1 1/8. And then Summer Splash again, which is 1 1/4 by 2 1/2. Okay, so we're going to use that. We are going to be using Summer Splash in Pretty in Pink, if you hadn't guessed that. We're going to use the word joy and that. Now, the part that technique I want to show you is using one of our new folders, which is going to be available in March. If you're a demonstrator, you can already pre-order it, but if you are a customer, it's going to be available in March. And that folder, hang on 1 second here. Let me see what the name of it is. If I can get the, it's not here, shoot. Okay. I don't know the name of it, I'm sorry. I thought my folder was right here. It's daisies. Can you see? Well, you'll be able to see once I get it, once I do the folder. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this, I'm going to run this through the folder, and then we're going to look at the technique, okay? So I'm just going to lay this down, and you guys know that with the lines that are on the front here, that will help you get this straight, whether you do it horizontal or if you do it this way. It doesn't really matter. So I'm just going to get it straight here and then run it through the emboss machine, which is right next to me here. So give me a second. Okay, let me run this through, and then we will start the technique I want to share. Okay. All right, this is so pretty. If you're a flower person like me, you guys know I like the flowers. Oh, better than it appears. Oh, I know it is. You guys, look at the detail of this folder. It's awesome. All right, so Pretty in Pink. There we go. Now I need my cutter because we are going to cut this from corner to corner. Let me move all my pieces so I don't get myself in trouble here. There we go. Okay. There and there. So what we're going to do, we're going to take this, and I'm going to actually cut from point to point. So in your cutter, you'll put your point in the groove and point in the groove, and ooh, that didn't like that. Slice that, okay? See what happened? Do you see what happened on that? Oops. Yeah. And this really does, it does a great indentation. I mean, it's really pretty deep with the impression, I guess is the right way to say it. So, Lazy Daisy. Thank you, Margaret. Thank you, thank you. I was looking for I take them out of my little plastic piece, and I thought that I put it in my package, but with all the moving around and everything that's going on, I probably put it somewhere else. I don't know. All right, so now this technique, you guys, we're going to use our Pretty in Pink. We need our scrap paper. And what I'm going to do is I am going to use the debossed side, okay? Which one do I want here? Just trying to decide. Deboss means the indented side, okay? This is the embossed sticking up. This is the embossed going in. I don't know how else to say it. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the Pretty in Pink, and we're going to go right on the Pretty in Pink, okay? And I should have cut this, I don't know, should have cut it the other way. But what we're going to do is we're just going to color this. Oh, this is the bad one. Okay, let's take this. All right, we're going to start right here and go across. Can you see what's happening? It's so cool. All right, and then we're gonna just take and just scrape right over the embossed. It's so, I don't know if you can you guys see how that just makes that pop? Look at that. Now, when I'm looking at my screen, it looks kind of coral color, but it's not. It looks like strawberry slush on my Pretty in Pink is what it looks like. Now, just for the heck of it, okay, this is the deboss side. We're going to lay that aside. I'm going to emboss the embossed side, or I'm going to put the ink on the embossed side so you can see what that does. All right, so let's take this, and I'm not running the ink pad on this side. I'm using it on the side where it's right up against the ink pad. Okay. All right, so let's do the side that has the embossing. So let's see, let's do like this. Okay, so here we go. So you can see the difference by doing this on the embossed side compared to the debossed side. Okay. So this could be messy if you're not careful, but look at, let's take a look. We're gonna use that in a second. See that? See how that looks different? Well, you can't put them together anymore, but anyway, see how how they look different? You can get two different looks by doing this technique. We want this side though. I want this side right here. I don't know. I kind of like them both. All right, we're going to set these aside so that they dry just a little bit. Have you guys tried this technique? I'd be curious to know. If you're watching me on YouTube, give me a comment and let me know if you've tried this technique before. That would be neat to know. So let's just sit that here. All right, we're going to take this white. Now, we're using the Hope, Love, and Joy stamp set. I'm going to use the word joy, and these are connected. So the way that you see them here, these three letters, they're all connected into one stamp. So I'm using joy, and I am actually, I'm trying to decide, what do I want to do here? I'm trying to decide if I want to stamp the word joy in Pretty in Pink or the Summer Splash. So let's see. So here's what's going to happen. All right, this is going to layer onto here. So you guys tell me which way should I do the words. My flowers are going to be pink, and so we have this one. Oh, and then this goes on next. Yep, there we go. So this is going to layer onto here, giving us just a little bit of that splash. So here's the pink, and that's going to go right here. Okay, so that's the layering we're going to do. What do you guys think? Should I use, I think I'm going to go ahead and use the Summer Splash. I think Summer Splash is what I want. All right, I'm going to put that over here for a moment. Let's go ahead with this. I think I'm done with the Pretty in Pink. All right. So if you haven't tried this technique, you guys you should try it. It's pretty fun, and it looks so different with different emboss folders. Okay, let's get this inked up well. So the word joy. All right, and that's just going to fit into my little piece here. Trying not to get the extra ink onto, there we go. So there's what we have, and again, it makes it easy because it's connected, so it can stay pretty straight. All right, let's clean this. Okay. And then let's go ahead, and this is going to get mounted right onto our Summer Splash. That is just an 1/8 of an inch bigger. Okay. And then let's bring this back in. and put all of our layers together. Hey, welcome you guys. Thanks for being here. If you are catching me on the replay, let me know. Thank you for being here live. Thank you for watching the replay. If you're on my YouTube channel, just make sure to give me a comment so I know that you're there. That'd be great. All right, so I'm just doing 1/8 of an inch on all my layers. Hi Diana, welcome. All right, so there is that layer. Next we are going to, what do you guys think? I don't know. So that's going to go on. This is the debossed side, okay? And this is the embossed side. Which one do you like better? Which one do you guys like better? Debossed or embossed? Let me know. Let me know which one you like. Okay, so while you guys are telling me which one I should use, okay, emboss, deboss, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to put this together with our flowers. So these are the dies. Those are 3 separate dies. So I thought that this little flower, look, it matches this really well. This little flower right there. So it's amazing to me that how sometimes they probably don't even realize, but look how this coordinates with the stamp set, this new embossing folder. All right, did you guys know that you can take your pick tool, leave the lid on, and you can just push, when you're using your foam mat here, you can just take this and push right in the middle, and give it a little swirl, and it puts a little dimension in your flower. Okay, this one I'm just going to do a little bit. Whoops, wrong side. Push that down, and that just allows you to look at this one. I think that one's really cute. I don't know if you can tell much, but anyway, we're going to go right inside just like that. But I am going to pop this up with, I'm going to use this again, but I keep thinking I'm going to hit myself. I am going to put this on with a mini dimensional. So let's grab this and pop this in the center of the other die. It's not going to pop it up really big, but because I put the dimension on it, you know, pushed in the center, it's going to give us a little bit, just like that. And then this is going to be my O, right? Let's do a little leaf. Now I've got 2 leaves. I could do 2 of them. That's what I was thinking. I would do 2 leaves. Let's see. I think, should we do 2 leaves? Let's do 2 leaves kind of down here. I'm just thinking. I haven't already created this card, so I just had it in mind. And all right, let me bring this in. I think I want to, I'm gonna glue these together. So let me grab my silicone mat so I can stick these together and not get sticky all over everything. So there we go. There we go. And let's see where we should put these. Okay, should we go down here? Should go here? Should go there? I don't know. Should we even put the leaves on? There, I think they should go over this side maybe. There we go. That looks like it should. We're going to go ahead and put them on the back here. All right. Let's see, maybe I should do that. All right. I'm going to pop up the whole flower. So I'm going to grab a dimensional right here. guys are kind of quiet tonight. Okay, so there's that. Actually, that did not work the way I wanted it to. Okay, so, you know, it's our prerogative to change it. So we're taking that off. Taking off this. We're going to do this flat because I'm going to put a gem in the middle. You know? And it's going to, that'll make it pop up some or stick up some. All right, let's do this. Get some more adhesive on here. There we go. All right, there we go. Isn't that cute? Super cute. Got that part done. All right. Well, I didn't get any debossed or embossed responses here, so I'm going to go ahead and let's see. I don't know. This is the debossed. This is the emboss. I think I'm going to go with the emboss, and the reason for that is because it just shows a little more pink to go with our joy. Okay, but remember I did that little fuzzy there on me, so I need to cut that off a little bit. Let me see here. I need to cut these little fuzzies off. Okay. Let's glue this down. Actually, I'm going to use my liquid glue because with it being embossed, sometimes I pull my, when I use my adhesive, the fibers are broken down in the cardstock, and so my adhesive wants to pull up, and I don't want that. So we're going to use this here. Now this is a little bit smaller, so I am going to give a little bit of white around the edges, just a sliver, like so. Okay, there we go. And next, this will, let me see, this is going to layer right onto here. This is going to go here, but before we do that, before we pop this on, let's go ahead and get this stuff on. I'm just going to use my glue since it's right here, just like that. Okay. Oh, I already put that on. Okay. I didn't realize I put that. Summer splash on there already. Okay, there we go, just like that. Nice layer. Okay, next, what we're going to do is we're going to stamp Wishing You, which also comes in the set. Oops. I'm going to take a look at something. Hang on one second, guys. Let me go way back up here. There we go. Okay. All right. I wanted to make sure I was seeing my comments because it looked kind of weird. What was happening? Okay. There we go. All right. So this is going to go right here. And we're going to put Wishing You Joy. We're going to put Wishing You kind of right here. I mean, this is what I had like I said, I did not pre-stamp this, guys, so I just had this envisioned. This is what I wanted. So I'm gonna stamp this over here, and let's stamp this right here and hope that everything is good. Okay, very good. Wishing You Joy. These colors are so pretty together, and it's Summer Splash and Pretty in Pink. All right, let's see here. Put that there, and let's put this down, and let's go. Now, you guys know that I'm going to use some of the strawberry slush. These are the Strawberry Slush and Pretty in Pink gems. They are on the last chance list. So if you like them, make sure to go grab them. So we're going to put this right here, just like that. And then let's take these gems and let's fill in some pretty pink stuff going on. So, okay, use my take your pick tool. I have my samples of my blessing box for this month I'm going to share with you guys, but I have another card. I have another card plus sharing some of the samples for you. There is a link right there that you can sign up by the 19th if you are interested. Now, what should I use? Should I use a darker or the pink ones? I think the light pink actually coordinates, but the darker pinks also. I'm going to bring this up closer because the darker pink kind of pulls in that dark that we ran with doing the technique. So, what should I do here? Let's see. I think I'm going to go ahead with a small dark and grab that. I'm going to put that right here. Isn't that pretty? Why don't we just do a mixture? How about that? So, let's just do a mixture. And yeah, I always have struggles, you guys know. But I'm gonna sprinkle several of these just throughout the white side here because I have them. Why not use them, right? There. Let's get another darker one, and we need one more. I think we'll use the dark one. I got more of those. All right. Let's grab this and just go right there. Now, how pretty is that? Nice and sparkly. When it's so much prettier in person. You guys know that, right? Yeah, but there is the technique with the inking in the emboss. And then let's get this out of the way. And we are going to put our other I embossed another flower, and we're going to put that on the inside. Okay. Now we also have this piece. We could put this on the inside. Okay, just the opposite. You could do that, but you could save it for another card. And so that is what I'm going to do. And let's go ahead and we'll put these in flat because it's in the inside of our card. But we'll add this little flower. Let's come right over here. Okay. Thank you, guys. Let's get this little leaf and pop this leaf in here before I don't know if you can tell, but there is detail. It might be too close. There's detail that cuts into this leaf, which is really nice. So let's put that right there. And I am going to use a little mini glue dot on this flower because I'm not going to put a gem in the inside just because it will push on the card. Okay, so there we are. There is our card. And that is using, excuse me, Hope and Love with the die set. And let me move these. Let me clean these stamps. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate them. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. So card number 1. All right, let's move that up here out of the way. And let's get to our next card. Now, my blessing box is mainly featuring, I don't have this paper here. I think it's called Lovely Blossoms. I believe that's the name of the paper. Let me see. I should know these things, but I don't. Okay. It's the one that we just had right here. So I am correct. Lovely Blossoms. So it's featuring the Lovely Blossoms paper, and that's it. Okay. So I have different ribbon we're using. We're using Secret C ribbon. You can click the link that's in the description there, and it'll take you to register if you would like to register for the blessing box by the 19th. You can use, you don't have to use this stamp set, guys. You can use whatever stamp set you want. But the one that I created, used with the cards, is Words of Beauty. And you have these dies, okay? And again, these dies are much smaller than what the actual dies are. So let me take them out and show you. Now the stamps are true to size, okay? Stamps are true to size, but the dies are not. So here's your long one, and that's the long one, okay? So just be aware of that when you're looking at things in the catalog or the online exclusives. But I just wanted to share that with you. So let's see here. The bundle itself is $45.75, and it is an online only. So if you're looking for it, go to the website. And again, I'm sorry if there's a lag in the whole setup, but I'm not able to connect directly into my router, and that's what's recommended when you live stream. I just can't do it. It won't happen until I get my room done. We're going to use Secret C, and let me grab all the parts and pieces that we need here. Got a couple of these. I have cut two of the shapes out of the dies. So I have already pre-cut all the cardstock that we're going to use. Who else is on here? Okay. All right, so here's what we have. We have 8.5 by 5.5. Let me do the measurements. We've got several layers here. We have Secret C that is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. We have, oh, what's our color? Oh my gosh, I can't, it's right here. Let me look at it. Petal Pink. Gracious. 4 by 5 1/4. And then we have some pieces that are on, these pieces are part of the sheet, which I've already used up, so I don't have it. But these are pieces that are part of the one that has all the designs. Let me pull this out again. So there is a sheet that has all different designs. Okay, right? There's there's 3 sheets in a package. So what I have is I took that one sheet that has all the different designs and I cut that apart, and these are 2 pieces from that design, that sheet. Okay. And then the Secret C that I'm going to layer is 3 1/8 by 4 1/8. So I did a lot of 8s on these projects for tonight, which is kind of unusual for me, right? Okay. All right, let's put this together. So this Secret C is going to go on the front of our card. Thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate it. It was a beautiful day, so maybe people are out and about. And okay, so there's the front of our card. The next thing we're going to do is this layer is going on next. This is our petal pink, which is part of the designer paper. And if you're watching this, our designer papers coordinate so well with so many colors. But on the back of the designer paper, like I don't have that one over here, but let me grab another one, which I'm working with. This one's called Mixed Up Patterns. This is not what I used, but on the back of here, it tells you the ink colors that are all in the designer paper. So that's a nice benefit. So that way you know what inks that you might need and all the things for that. To coordinate is what I mean. Okay, so next, this green, we're going to use the green, which is Old Olive on this side. That's going to go right onto our petal pink. Okay, this designer piece with the flowers, that is going to go mounted onto our Secret C layer that I've created. And again, I just have 1/8 of an inch so that it's just a pop of color around the outside. But look at that, isn't that pretty? Okay, so that's gonna go right here. This is gonna go down flat. We're gonna pop up our sentiment here in just a second. This is gonna come over this way just a little bit, because I've got our sentiment that I want to put about right here. I don't think I want it down there. I think I want it on the green a little bit. All right, so let's get that. Try to get it straight. Okay, so there's what we have so far. And so on the front, okay, so we've got all this done. Now we're going to stamp our words. And so what I'm stamping is the words. We're going to use this one on the front. I have sweet and kind, and I have the 3 dots. So my thought was I'm going to stamp sweet, and then my 3 dots, like that, and then the word kind, let's see, like that, and my 3 dots. Okay, just like so. So sweet, kind, and then on the inside we're going to stamp you're a great friend. Okay, try to get this straight. Oh, I hope I didn't mess it up. There we go. Yay, you're a great friend. Now, you got lots of words to choose from here. All kinds of stuff. If you haven't taken a look at this one, make sure you do, because it's really great in so many ways. And these dies, when you see my samples, you'll see how I use the dies in different ways. So, okay, next we have that and that. So let me clean these before I get blue everywhere. That's the thing about using the dark colors, you guys. You guys do that? You use these dark colors and then they tend to get on your everywhere. If you're not careful, right? Okay. Alrighty. Now, we're going to use a couple other products. This is also on the last chance list. This is the Early Espresso and Old Olive Linen Thread. because their old olive is in here, I thought I would use the old olive. So I'm going to grab that out of here. I also have these gems. They're holographic resin dots. You'll get these with the blessing box kit if you choose that. But this is going to go right here. So let's go ahead and pop this up. And where's my dimensionals here? There and there. Anybody stamp today? Did you guys work in your stamp room today? Or Nancy, did you get outside and enjoy the weather? It was so nice. I went to get gas and I thought, oh, I should be sitting out on my deck, because I was in the house for a while after church and stuff. Okay, so that's what we have so far. I'm going to make a nice little bow over here. Yep. All right. Let's see. Get my fingers going there. Here we go. All right. And there we are. Awesome. Let's see, where are my, here. I'm going to use a mini glue dot. I love these things. I just take it and I push it until it starts rolling, and then just roll it up, and then I can stick my linen thread right on there. Well, it's not linen thread, but it's like linen thread. It's called twine, but it's linen thread. Well, no, it says linen thread, doesn't it? Yeah, it's just colored linen thread. Okay, so this, I think we'll put the bow over here in this little space. Okay, kind of over here. And then we'll use those gems and we'll put the gems around. Now you get 3 different sizes with these holographic gems, and they kind of take on the hue of, I mean, it shows, the pink shows a little bit, or the petal pink and the green, which I think is so cool when you have something that gives you those different colors like that. Let's grab this. You were outside without a coat? Oh, I know, Nancy. Wow, I know. It was a nice treat, wasn't it? Okay, so let's see. How do we want to do this? Let's take, let's grab a big dot here. And I think, what should we do? Should we do this? I think we will go down here. So I'm going to go large and medium and then the small. So do that right there. Isn't that pretty? These I wouldn't have thought to put the petal pink with the green like this, but it is very pretty. Sweet, kind, you're a great friend. All right, there is card number 2. Let me show you, bring the other card in here and show you some samples. I have our cards from our team swap that I want to share with you. I like to do that when that works out. We had our meeting last Tuesday, and so I've got all those fun cards. Move this, move. All right, let's see. Where are they? Okay, 2 things. There's card number 1 that we just made, or card number 2. This is card number 2. Card number 1 is right here. All right. Which one do you like best? Which one do you guys, which one do you like best? Tell me. Let's see if I can bring this. Whoops, that's not what I want. Bring it in a little closer. There we go. What do you guys think? Which one is your favorite? While we're looking at them. So, card number 1, card number 2. Card number 2, Nancy likes number 2. Color combination, thank you. Let me share with you. So this, you could totally do this with the blessing box if you ordered that. Well, let me share some of the cards that are in the kit, along with some extra tutorials that I will have for you. Now, you won't have all the parts and pieces for to make. Anyway, you're going to get some bonus tutorials. How's that? That's the best way to say it. Okay, so here's what we did today. These are the cards that are going to be in the blessing box. So here is card number 1, or one of the cards, put it that way. And this one. This is the ribbon, the Secret Sea ribbon that'll be included. Here is one using the daisy folder that we just used for tonight's card. And then here is a fun special fold. Let me share how that works. And bring it down here a little bit, and that just pops open like that. So pretty. And then this is an additional card that I just found out, this fun technique, which I'll share next week, or layout, I guess. But look at this, isn't this cute? And it's using the paper and the die cuts. There's no stamping on the front, just die cuts. So, how about that? Nice, nice. I love it. Let's see. Here's a couple more cards using the paper that comes with, and then I used a different sentiment on this one, but I created this card. All parts and pieces from the kit. The paper, excuse me, the designer paper. Thank you. All right, let me grab the team projects. The swap. All right. Okay, so this one is this cute little sheep with the Easter paper, and this is from Maria. And then we have from Miss Linda. Our swap was anything that was online exclusive or mini catalog. This one is using the Memories and More packet. And this stamp set is a cool stamp set. I just got it. I can't think of the name of it, but I know which one it is, right? So that's from Linda. Our next swap is this is from Donna. Cute, cute, cute. There is a ladybug folder. See, can you see those ladybugs there? And she used Pop of Petals and the new die right here. I don't know if you can see that. There, you can see the not die, excuse me, emboss folder. So we have a new ladybug emboss folder. This is a new plaid emboss folder that's in there. Hi, Bobby, welcome. Cute. Love it. All right, next we have, this is from Sue, and she used the Gears set. I don't know what the name of it is, but a great masculine card. Sorry guys, I keep getting too close to the camera and I don't show you the whole card. But yeah, lots of embossing and die cutting in this one. Nice. They're always, I love our swaps. We always have great, great ideas. This one, I believe, is Miss Nancy and her favorite paper, the purple paper. And this one is Prayers and Promises, the stamp set. Very pretty, Nancy. All of them are. This one is super cute. Here's the ladybug folder again. Can you, yeah. It's so hard to see the details on the camera here, but this is a cute little stamp set. So cute. Oh, and the little embellishments. Oh, this is from Sue Reed. This card is Taryn, and she used, I think this is the stamp set that goes with the paper that I'm using, but I didn't get the stamp set. I just got the paper. So yeah, lots of detail on this one. So cool. Secret Sea, Old Olive, cloud cover. That's from Taryn. And then I have one more. This one is from Lynn, and this is using the stamp set that I used this evening, Evie's stamp set called Hope, Love, and Joy for breast cancer. Isn't that nice? So cool. Two-tone cardstock, and you can see a little bit of the white from the two-tone when you run this die through. Folder, excuse me, it will give you, and the two-tone, you can see the little white dots. So cool. And that is our Team Swap cards. Loved all of them. So, here's what we have for the evening. These two cards we did. I'll come back up here to the top. Yes, 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 they are, Nancy. So let me come back up here so I can say good evening to everybody. And I will be here next Sunday. Hopefully, I don't know. It might take me another couple weeks to get in my room, another week or two. I hope that they'll be done in another week because it wasn't that much that had to be done. So, with all that being said, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching the replay if you're there. If you watch me on YouTube, I appreciate it. And if you like it, give me a thumbs up. That helps my get out in the world of the YouTube land, I guess. So, you guys have a great rest of your evening, and I hope that this week is a very blessed week for you. So, thanks for being here. Bye-bye.